Okie dokie, boys and girls. So, today is the day we do a max hold of the front lever. Now, first of all, I've got to admit something. I'm scared as fuck. I'm trying to make excuses not to do this shit. Because if you've been paying attention to the entirety of the bulk, you will know that I've attempted max attempts on every goal except for the front lever hold. I've done max planche holds multiple times. I've done multiple max outs on the pistol squat and the Nordic curl, but not on the front lever hold. Now, why is this? Why is this? It's because, especially the front lever, even before starting this bulk, I have tried my max hold and failed to improve it many, many times. Like this one, I have the most history with. So it's scary to me, especially because I have failed this many times. So, this morning I woke up, got out of bed, went for my run, and I felt sluggish as fuck, I was, like my legs didn't feel right and I was slower than usual. And it started to creep into my head. Oh, maybe, today is not the day. I should wait until I'm fucking rested up so that I can do a proper maximum hold. And, I was talking to myself like this, and then I realized that's fucking bitch mentality, right? The only reason that I am saying that to myself is because I'm scared. I'm trying, like one voice in my head is trying to hold me back from doing the max attempt and hurting my feelings because I'm not able to reach the 45 seconds yet. But guess what? It's a necessary evil, Like 5 months of bulking and I haven't attempted a singular max hold without any excuses at the beginning of my training. Like the holds at the end of the training do not count because then you're saying like, oh, I got 30 seconds, I got 35 seconds, but yeah, I was tired from the training already. Well, no fucking shit. But then why didn't you fucking attempt it in the beginning of your training? It's because, I'm scared. And I feel like a lot of people have this, and I've been telling it in previous videos as well. Like at some point you have to just fucking go. And I've been telling you guys, but I haven't been listening. So today, I might not feel the fucking best, right? I might not be entirely recovered or whatever. I don't know, right? But I just gotta fucking try it. And even if I reach only 35 seconds, right? Not even 40 seconds, well, too fucking bad, but then at least I got something. At this point, the only way I'm gonna actually lose going out of this training is if I don't do anything at all, right? So, without further ado, let's do a warm-up set and just go fucking for the front lever hold, right? Let's face our fears. That's what I'm trying to see here. All right. Aside from that, the front lever feels normal. So I'm gonna rest up and go for it. Fuck. Ah, that's not good. Let's check. I forgot the timer. Let's check how many seconds. Okay, so that was 35 seconds. Now that's fucking bad, that's laughable. Like, it's 35 seconds is pretty much the same as I was doing at the start of this bulk, And I've gotten stronger, don't get me wrong, I've gotten way stronger at front lever pull-ups. I've gotten stronger at front lever press. But when it comes to the hold, not a single second of gains. And that's the fucking ultimate goal. Now, I brought this upon myself, because I was scared to test my holds just to fucking do it. I was scared. Now, when you don't face your fears, your fears become stronger and they grow when you're not looking. So if you don't fucking do that thingy that you're scared of, well, then it's just gonna grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And for me, I haven't been doing the front lever hold, right? And I'm scared of it. I'm scared of the front lever hold. And in all of this time, that I haven't been doing my max holds, it's been growing stronger, you know, that fear has been growing stronger. And I've been trying to avoid it, you know, I've been doing relatively close to my goal, like sits related to my goal, right? I've been doing 45-second holds with band assistance. I've been doing, you know, at the end of my training, 45-second holds with just my own body weight and then moving to a lower progression, but I haven't done fucking any max attempts. And so the fear of the front lever has been growing stronger and stronger and stronger. And while I was sitting, you know, on the couch, resting from my warm-up, I was starting to shiver. Not because it's fucking cold, well, maybe it is a bit cold, but mostly because I'm fucking stressed out, you know? My heart rate got higher. Like, I started to fucking do this, you know? Like, I was scared of this. I was nervous. And guess what it leads to, you know? When you're nervous, right? It's good, you have adrenaline, you put out as much power as possible. It's very good when you have like a 1 rep max or something. But in a hold, you know, and you want to go for endurance, you have to conserve energy during that hold, which I was not fucking doing. You know, I was fucking shaking in the front lever because I was fucking scared. So listen, noted, right? Face your fears. It sounds fucking stupid, but it's the only way. Like if you have a specific goal, you have to attempt it every now and then. So you can be sure that this was maybe my first attempt of the front lever hold, this bulk, but it will not be the last. And I have to do this more frequently. I just have to fucking face it, you know? And, you know, by doing it more often, I will get used to it more, right? And it's not going to be such a big thing anymore. It's going to be a regular thing. And that will, you know, allow me to control myself, right? Allow me to conserve energy during the fucking attempt. And it will result in a better hold. So, yeah. It might be a failure, you know, like I didn't reach the goal, but the fact that I fucking did it today, even though I didn't want to, I did the hold, and I tried my best, and I'm gonna do it again, right? That's a fucking win in my book. So, yeah, now I just go on and have a normal training like I always do. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna do more holds, right? I'm gonna do more holds, perhaps 45-second holds, you know, doing the fucking front lever body weight, and then moving on to a lower progression, basically. Do that for a couple sets. Because guess what? How we're gonna get the front lever hold? Not by avoiding it, right? That's fucking stupid. And I'm telling it towards you, but I'm more so telling it to myself at the moment because, yeah, I've been telling you guys, like, oh, you should train specific to your goal. Well, then why wasn't I fucking attempting the front lever? Because I'm a bitch. That's the answer. But you live and you learn, so let's just quit yapping and continue the training. Holy shit. Barely 20 seconds left over of the full front lever, which is... That's very bad. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm just gonna do 1 or 2 more sets here, the same style, and then move on to some presses. No time for bitching, you know? We found the revelation. We're just gonna do more front lever holds. Holy shit. That burns. Oh, excuse me, just passing by. With an insane fucking back bump. Holy shit, the front lever hold is still the best exercise there is. So, what I'm gonna do now is some front lever presses. I'm gonna aim for 50 presses in total. I have a timer here. I will do a set every 2 minutes. So yeah, let's do sit number 1, and then I got some talking to do as well. But first, let's go. Alright, that's 5 presses done, 45 to go. You know, just some feel-good volume, you know. Get the blood flowing even more. But let's talk about today's front lever, because I'm not gonna stand here and lie to you that I'm not disappointed with the result, you know, that I'm happy with the result of 35 fucking seconds, right? That's not the case. I'm not happy, right? It fucking sucks. But I also realize that I owe it to myself, right? Or that I have to blame myself because I've been avoiding the max hold for so long. And now, you know, the hold itself might be a failure, but the success from today's training is that I've learned a lesson that will, you know, last way longer than a PR, you know. A PR, you get a PR, and the next day you wake up, who cares, right? Who cares that you got a PR? Because it's the next day and you gotta aim for new trainings. No one cares what you did in the past. But every now and then you have these lessons, you know, you live and you learn, you train and you learn. And for me today, I realized that while I thought I knew that, you know, you have to face your fears and do what you don't want to do, I didn't fully realize that yet, right? I wasn't fully aware of that because I was able to do it for the planche and the hamstring curls and the pistol squats, but not for the old enemy, the front lever, you know. Sometimes you just have to run face first into the wall to realize things. And, you know, it's all about pattern recognition. So in the future, there might still be things, you know, that I subconsciously try to avoid, but by having this pattern recognition, you know, in the front lever today, I will be able to seek it out better than before. Let's do another sit. All right, 40 reps to go. Yeah, so, you know, I was fucking scared, that's it. And now I have this lesson that I can, you know, take with me throughout the rest of my life and basically learn from to better my training, you know. And we have so many more attempts left, you know. It's not like today I failed and the entire bulk has gone to shit. No, we can try again, you know. If there's one thing that I learned today, if there is one thing that I learned today, it's that I was just being a fucking pussy. And, you know, like I mentioned before the front lever hold, right? Before the attempt, your fears grow bigger when you're not looking, when you don't face them, right? You try to avoid it, you leave your fears in the fucking darkness, and that's where it has a chance to fucking grow, you know? And if you know, stop doing that and you look at your fears and you face them, you do something about them, then they don't have a fucking chance to grow, right? Because then they're in your field of vision. You realize, you know, they're just the same fucking thing they've always been. You get used to them, you know. It's like a friend. If you meet someone for the first time, you know, you don't know a lot about them, so you might not say a lot, right? That's how I operate. But then when you get to learn about like that person or whatever, you know, you become social, then you learn it's not a big deal. And it's the same thing with whatever you're scared of. So yeah, from now on, you can bet your ass that I'm gonna do more front lever holds. I hope you do more of the training that you don't want to do, because that's how you're gonna get stronger. So I'm gonna just continue doing my front lever presses here, and that's gonna be it for today's training. All right, that's it. I'm looking forward to the next training.